Hello, everybody. I am Monica LaRocco McVay. I'm the behind the scenes gal here at Love Local. But today I'm here with my friend and fantastic travel agent, Csilla Dali. Csilla, welcome to the show.
Hi, Monica. Thanks for having me.
So glad you could be here with us today. And I know that you're a follower of Love Local, and you know that Jason and Mike like to do the segment of What's in the Cup. They feature local breweries and the local brews from the area. But we don't have the local brews from the area. Today we're going to do bourbon. Is that okay with you?
Well, let's see. It's my first time drinking bourbon.
Excellent. Can't wait to see how you like it. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Fantastic. All right, so Sheila, I think before we get started and dive into your actual business, which is what we're here to talk about, I think we ought to tell everybody how you and I met, because that's kind of a fun little story.
Yes.
And it's all started here at Bellworks.
It did.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. I actually heard of Bellworks a year ago, I think, when it opened, and piqued my curiosity, but then it sort of fell off my radar, and I found out about it again from a networking group. And after 2 years of working from home and the pandemic, I thought, what a good idea would it be to actually be in a place like this and have an office. So I came here and I met you guys, which is one of the reasons why I automatically wanted to have an office.
I love that so much. It's fun energy back there, right? We are in the CoLab area here at Bellworks, and so Csilla was here and we were talking, and she said she was a travel agent, and we were at a networking event together, and I heard her talking and telling someone all about, I think it was the Dominican Republic, or
Yeah, something Caribbean
someplace-
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, someplace
Yeah.
over there, and she was telling her all about the resorts and everything else. She was clearly an expert, hands down, an expert in the field on it. And I thought, oh my gosh, my family has a trip coming up, and I was like, can you help us? I don't know, can you help us? And my gosh, you took it and ran, right?
Yes. Well, Hawaii is one of my favorite destinations and one I love to plan. So when you came, and especially with such a special occasion, your parents' 50th anniversary, and all of you going, it was really very nice and a pleasure for me to help you plan it.
Well, what was fun about that for us is that, so my sister-in-law, who is the best in the world, she and I were looking at Airbnbs. We were looking at, like, okay, what can we do in Hawaii together that everybody's gonna like and all that. And so as soon as I talked to you, it was like you just were like, I think do you have like a magic wand or what?
Yes, it's called experience.
Yeah, there you go. Because my gosh, we went from like piecemealing this fantastic trip together on our own, like struggling on our way through it, to all of a sudden you were like, and here's your itinerary. It was so perfect.
You know, Monica, when you have a lot of family members involved, and yours is kind of like a small group, so planning it on your own, it complicates it because everybody's researching, everybody's looking at, what's out there, what would be more suitable. But then you bring in someone like me, and I will listen to what you need. I will evaluate what would be the best option for your family, and yes, you got it presented like that in a full package. Simple.
It's so great. And now, like, it's perfect because we just make payments and it's done. And I know, even we were talking about that special occasion, so it's my parents' 50th anniversary, which is fantastic. And we were like, okay, well, we want to do something special. What are we going to do? And you were like, well, here's some options for dinner and stuff like that. So it's like, it's everything. You just handled everything and so beautifully. So let me just say thank you so much for all the work you've done for our
Thank
family.
you for the opportunity. I love it.
Oh, it's such a beautiful win-win. Took the pressure off of us for sure.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about Global Voyages. Tell me a little bit about your company.
Yeah, so my company is Global Voyages Inc., and I am the founder and the lead travel agent of it, open since 2009. And what we basically do is exactly what you just said, take the pressure off of travel planning, save you time, save you money, save you headaches and be your advocate should you need one before, during, or after the trip. So what we like to do is we like to customize travel packages for our clients. So basically, anything and everything that suits your needs is nicely packaged into one full travel experience. And yeah, instead of just finding it online and having to question yourself whether it is what you're seeing, you get people like us. We have the experience. We are well traveled. We have several agents that constantly, go to the same destination, take courses on it, and yeah, we bring that together.
That's beautiful. So it sounds like you all have a lot of experience doing, being a travel agent.
Yes, we at my company specifically, it is me, and then I have 6 or 7 independent contractors, and each of us have different specialties,
Oh,
different
that's cool.
destinations, different things that we focus on, because the world is big and you can't know all of it.
And my parents, they love to go on cruises.
Yes.
I know they told you that too.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, do you handle the cruise into things, or just
No,
someone else?
actually I don't. So I've never even cruised until about 2 weeks ago. That
Oh,
was my
really?
first cruise ever. Yes, and I particularly do land vacations, international land vacations, and Hawaii is not international, but that's one of the domestic ones that I take care of. It. However, I have several agents at my company that specialize in different cruises and different cruise lines and different routes for that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that you all have your specialties, because it's the whole globe we're talking about.
Yes.
So to have
Yes.
that experience in all these different areas, it's just like you guys cover everything.
Well, we do. Between the 6, 7, or 8 of us, because the number keeps changing, we have been to more than 50 countries, and to several of them we keep going back and back and back. So, yeah, that counts.
Wow. What a life! What a life! I love it.
I'm not gonna complain. I love it too.
Yeah, right. So So one of the perks of the job must be travel. I mean, I know that for you, that's also work.
Yes,
So, have you been anywhere recently, or?
I have. Yeah, the pandemic has been hard. Like before the pandemic, we used to travel a lot. Before kids, I used to travel every 2 months. But then with kids, it slowed down a little bit, but still several times a year. But then the pandemic hit, and I haven't been anywhere until last August, I want to say. But just most recently, I took an adults-only cruise on Virgin Voyages.
Adults only.
Adults only.
Cruise!
That was
Oh
on
my
purpose.
gosh. Is that the new ship
Yes,
that's out
so
there?
it's a new ship and pretty new company as well. It's Richard Branson's Virgin
Oh
Voyages.
my gosh.
Yes, it is something. For a
Was-
non-cruiser, I'm gonna say it is something.
Oh my gosh. And the food was on point, I'm sure.
Yes, the food was absolutely fantastic. They have, several different cuisines, several different menus. All the restaurants are a la carte. Michelin chef created menus, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Even the food court, which they call like an international food market, was absolutely delicious, freshly made. Drinks, very good as well. The whole atmosphere and entertainment on board was really much on par with what I think most people would like.
Oh my gosh. So it's open. It's out there. It is.
It's already bookable. So it's right now, actually, because it's still fairly new, there's plenty of specials out there that we can book people into. And you can have different routes. There are 2 Caribbean ones available right now and several Mediterranean ones.
Ooh,
So
Mediterranean sounds
yes,
fun.
Mediterranean for the summer. Oh my God, the itineraries make me want to go again.
Oh my gosh. That sounds
Yes,
amazing.
Yes, yes.
Oh my gosh. So you went on the Virgin cruise, and okay, what about like just in your past, can you tell me about a time like a fest or something like that, when maybe you went off the beaten path and saw something that was different?
Yes, it's not necessarily off the beaten path anymore, but the one that kind of comes to my mind, and it comes to my mind because I was recently talking about it with someone, was Thailand, one of my favorite trips. And usually clients who call me for Thailand, they're thinking about beaches and going to the scenic places that you usually see in the
Right.
movies and all of that.
Yeah.
But before I headed to the beach, I went up to the mountains to Chiang Mai. And my trip happened to be around their Festival of Lights and Flowers. So Long Katrong is the one when they let the lanterns go up, and they do all of these flower arrangements and let them float away. So just imagine
Wow.
like this hillside place, which is magical in itself, the
Right.
chanting of monks all around, and then the smell of fresh flowers, and at night it's just so gorgeous, like all the lanterns going up. So yeah,
Oh
that
my
that
gosh.
was. But the really off the beaten path part of it was we wanted to um, just go in some of the villages in the mountains and see how people lived and try to find some local experiences and local accommodations there. So little did we know, we went on a public bus. Um, and imagine a public bus like a gutted van, basically.
Okay.
That has two benches on each side, and then the hitch was there. And then there was a pole attached to the hitch. So how we traveled, how locals traveled, was you would cram and sit down into those benches, and then cram in the middle of it, and at least 3 to 4 people would try to stand on the step or at that hinge, holding onto that pole. Yes. So for miles and
Oh
miles
my
and miles, we
gosh.
went like that, couldn't believe it. We were looking outside, we were like, people
That's-
just thought it was normal.
How do you even do that? I can't even picture. I'd probably fall on my rear end.
You know,
It's too
gosh, I wish
funny.
somebody would have filmed that because
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's insane. But you know what? It is. Those are the things that memories are made of,
Yes.
right? Like that. You'll
Absolutely.
never forget that.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Like, okay, like maybe I don't think maybe when we go to Hawaii, I don't know that I'm gonna visit it. But those memorable moments, those things you don't even think about, but it's just from having a good plan.
Yes.
That's when those things can happen because you have you know what's going on here, so you can branch out a little bit and you
Yeah.
can kind of go exploring a little bit.
Well,
Right.
when you're flexible with your travel dates, I mean, I love that because then I can look up, anything that's happening locally, and we can plan for it, and we can plan around it. So things like this type of experiences, I think, yes, that's definitely what memories are made of.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So, how can people contact you if they want to get travel agent services from you, your team, your company?
Yeah.
What's the best way?
Several ways, actually. They can go to our website, which is www.myglobalvoyages.com, and we have a contact us form there, so you can submit your request there. You can call us at 773-433-2654, or you can email us directly to info@myglobalvoyages.com, and would be happy to help you. And as you know, how a collaboration starts, that's how I like to call it, a collaboration.
Yes.
Is we typically do a consultation, see if we are a good fit for you, if you're a good fit for what we do, and if it is, then we just gather all the information and start working on a beautiful itinerary for you.
That's such a beautiful line of work that you're in, and it's so appreciated. I think we've really been in a day and age here where people can just go online and look things up themselves. But my gosh, what a difference it makes when you have someone who is knowledgeable and who wants to see you have a good trip. I mean, the internet, when you go out there and you do those things, it's not nearly the same experience. I can say that firsthand.
I can also tell you, like, most travel agencies are local small businesses. So our main purpose is to make sure that you have a good time and that you come back to us and that you refer us, because that's pretty much how we build our businesses. So, your time away is, again, our main priority. Let's put it that way.
So if anybody has any questions or things as during the process or on vacation, as you said earlier,
Yes.
they just contact you
Yes,
and you're
we're
there for them.
very
and so
easy
it's
to
that's the type of service that you get when you go through a travel agency instead of just booking online,
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
So, oh my gosh, and you just get my wheels turning about all the places I want to go. So I'm so glad that we met. I'm
I
so
am
glad
so
we're
glad as
friends.
well.
It's gonna be,
And
you
see,
know.
Monica, like the more I get to know you, and the more I get to know your family and your travel styles and all of that, I will be the one coming to you, telling you where you should go next, because
I
I'll
love
already
it.
anticipate that.
Oh,
and you're
can't
gonna
wait.
love that.
Yes, I can't
Yeah.
wait for that. Yes, and girls
looking
trips too.
forward.
I am all about like I have like a number of like female friends, and I'm like, let's go, let's just go somewhere. And and you and I've talked some about
Yeah.
that too.
Well, I'm almost ready to share the next one that we're planning. It's gonna be a health and wellness trip to Costa Rica, mixed with a little bit of adrenaline.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, as soon as we're done with the plans, I'll be happy to
Let
share
me
it.
know for sure.
For sure.
Well, Csilla, thank you so much for joining me today. Mike, I'm sorry, did not get to the bottom of the cup here, but this is bourbon, so we're just gonna roll with it. Anyways, thank you again for being here
Thank you
today.
for
Thank you for
having me.
sharing your wisdom on global voyages and just how to make travel so easy. Thank you again, and thank you to Adam for being our amazing podcast concierge. As always, big thanks from the team here at Love Local. Where we support local, love local, and we are stronger together.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my God.